Ludus Vulpes.
Welcome to Ludus Vulpes. My name's Kirsty,
And my name's Sprouthead.
also known as
Phil.
You join us as we run through a selection of games that are suitable for, what would you say?
Those who are just, you played the really
Odd game.
basic stuff with them last year. This year they're ready for something a little bit more.
Yes.
So it's not a table of gamers, but it's a table of maybe wannabe gamers. People who are getting there.
Yeah, people that you want to convert to the good side.
That's what we're calling it these days.
Hell yeah. So where would you like to start?
I would like. Do you know what? Let's get the one that appears on every kind of list of this sort of flavour out of the way first and foremost. And let's talk briefly about Ticket to Ride. If you,
Ooh, which one?
yeah, good question.
Actually, which one depends on who you're playing with.
Yeah, any of the smaller box ones. If you want a really quick game, so any of the smaller box ones, London, New York, great.
Yeah. And they're suitable for 4 players.
Yeah, or some of the bigger, the sort of Europe or America, suitable for 5 and
5 players.
And actually, all of them are worth a play.
Yeah.
They can sometimes play a little bit long.
Yeah.
So
Depends on who you're playing with.
Yeah.
Generally, we're going to try and keep these to less than an hour
If we
in
can.
this game, or less than an hour, or roundabouts an hour.
Yeah.
So bearing in mind who you're playing with, Ticket to Ride should fit in there.
Yeah. And most people with a little bit of experience will find it comfortable and confident to play Ticket to Ride with a reasonable amount of pace. So you should be all right.
Yeah.
So Ticket to Ride, Europe, London, New York, any of the smaller ones or any of the larger ones, depending on who you're playing with, are good.
He's looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
He's never been on the train before.
Has he not?
Not yet.
Not even like Santa's grotto train.
No, that's
Anyway,
where he's come from.
the next game on this list, let's stay on a railroad theme.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Would that be, let me see, railroading?
It would be railroading. Well, it certainly wouldn't be Imperial Steam because that's not for the audience that we're talking about right now.
Not today.
Railroading is a superb game, a roll and write game. Each box of railroading you have will allow you to play up to 6 players. Multiple boxes, double that count.
Or you could always photocopy the sheets. But I didn't say that. Photocopy the sheets potentially.
Sorry, I just got attacked by a ladybird, which seems really odd.
Christmas festive
A Christmas
ladybird?
ladybird. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
So, railroading, you're laying out your railroad on a little town, you're trying to connect routes across the board. And
Using dice.
And there's a level of complexity to decision making, there's a level of thought that needs to go into it.
Link the rail to the rail. Link the road to the road.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, railroading, highly recommended, lots of fun.
Shared dice pool.
Shared dice pool.
Yep.
Yeah,
You can have a rubber to rub it out if you're making any mistakes, which you do, I do, you do, everybody does it. It's good. It's all fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so we've done our train-themed games for the day. So what are we moving on to after trains?
Are we going to go nature?
I think we go nature next.
Yeah. So our next one for nature is the beautiful Cascadia.
Yeah, released this year. Might be tricky to find at the moment, but if you can get hold of a copy, it's a
Definitely worth it.
really lovely tile laying game. Complexity comes in the scoring mechanisms,
Yep.
where you're trying to match and pair animals and group animals in certain orders to score points.
So bear in mind that it comes with a starter setup whereby the scorecard is just basically match the animal to the tile.
Yeah.
So if you've got youngsters and they enjoy board games, you can do from there all the way through to complexities such as eagles or hawks within.
Can this hawk see another hawk
line of
over a
sight
mountain, down a valley, through the river, and in the marshland?
And so on. Yeah. It's up to 4 players for Cascadia.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful game, easy setup and quick to play once people have got the hang of it. The complexity, as I say, comes in the scoring, and you can, as Kirsty pointed out, ramp that scoring up.
Yeah. It's also worth bearing in mind, it's very simplistic and very similar to a jigsaw when you're laying the tiles, and then set collection with the tokens.
Yeah.
So you're matching the tokens, the wildlife token, into the habitat that will take the token. It's as simple as that.
Really straightforward game, really lovely game.
Yeah. Beautiful, zen-like.
Yeah.
For those people who video, we already know.
For those people who played a little bit of games, ideal.
Yeah. So, next, are we going to go for some...
Look, Father Christmas will be coming to you with gifts, and his sleigh will be crossing over the moon, and that leads us on
to one and only game.
Well, there are a few.
There are many, but this one specifically, Nova Luna.
Nova Luna is a wonderful, wonderful pattern matching game. Kind of a little bit like if you think about mobile apps like Candy Crush kind of feel to it. Yeah. Where you're creating little patterns and you're trying to link colours of certain things. Yeah. And every time you link colours, you'll put discs out on them. Yeah. When you run out of discs, the first place you run out of discs wins the game. So
Woo-hoo!
It is
as quick as that.
it is pretty much that simple and straightforward.
Simple tiles being placed in front of you. Yeah. Make your own little beautiful patterns. Put the tokens out. Done.
Yeah, it's a genuinely lovely game.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take too long to play, and it's a lot of fun. But think here
for 4 players as well.
It's another game for 4 players.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Let's up our player count again, and let's go to 5. Let's go for a game for 5 players. So, and after that Christmas dinner slump, when people are sleepy, Uncle Bob's nodded off in the corner, and you want to wake Uncle Bob up.
Yes, you
do. There is only one game that will do that for you.
That is loud. It's fun.
It's brash.
It's colourful.
It's colourful. It's bright.
It's
active.
It's amazing. Die of the Dead.
Go and play games.
It's fantastic.
We feel knocked it out of the park with this game. It's an absolutely superb game. It's a lot of fun. It's bloody noisy. It's really very, very noisy. It's a lot of fun. And actually, the complexity of this game, this could probably have sat on our earlier list, but
we could have.
Explaining the rules after Christmas dinner to absolutely non-gamers might just drive you around the bend. Whereas if people have played games before, they'll have an idea of how to work it.
Very similar to Chase the Lady mechanism. Lots of fun, lots of noise, lots of beautiful artwork, and you are getting your dice up them staircase.
Yeah, you're putting dice in caskets and rattling them all over the place, and you're shaking. Yes. Just as Kirsty shakes them, you'll be shaking them too.
Bear in mind that most of the games we've listed above, we have a playthrough of. So if you're not quite sure, have a look on the list.
Watch.
Yeah, it should be there.
So, our last game in this category, so only one game, but we wanted to put another higher player count game in there that's a little bit fiddlier. Yeah.
It is one of the games that we've recently just checked during December. It is in stock and it's a very reasonable price of approximately about £15.
Yeah.
So to keep in mind, you'll get lots of playability out of it, and it's for up to 8 players. This game is Last Message.
Last Message is a spy thriller set to capture your heart. Or something, maybe not. It takes a minimum of 3 players because one player is a spy person, one person is the person
interpreter.
The person giving clues as to whom the spy is, and the other person guesses. But you can have a guessing team, which is helpful.
Yeah.
Now, the way it works is you've got a little pattern of a picture of whether it's cavemen or scene or police or westerns or all kinds of things. There's quite a lot in the box. And the person who's the spy owner will pick an image.
One character.
Yeah, one character, and that character is then passed over to the other player to then try and draw something that represents that. Yep. But before you pass it over to the guessing team, the spy player gets to...
So, bear in mind there's about 200 different characters on each sheet. Slightly Where's Wally feel, actually.
Yeah, very much so.
And then once, say, Phil had drawn his 9 clues on the board, I then get to rub off 5 sections of those 9 squares.
The second
that
round
then gets passed on to the guessing team.
The second round, again. She can only draw erase 4, 3,
then 3, and then 2, and that's it.
And it's just horribly difficult, but kind of fun. And
it's fun.
The artwork is staggeringly beautiful.
He doesn't like it because he lost last time.
I lost badly.
Yes, but it's a real good fun game. Think Where's Wally? That kind of feel of book, but in a game. There's lots of replayability. There's lots of different options with a minimum of about 200 characters per sheet. The likelihood of someone picking the same one twice is unusual.
And if they do, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
So there are games. We've got Ticket to Ride, we've got Railroad Ink, for those who need rail-themed games. We've also then got, in the nature side of things, Cascadia and Nova Luna. Nova Luna, thematically, forget it. It's just an abstract strategy game.
It has a moon that travels around.
ignore theme on it.
Anyway.
And then for those who need waking up after Christmas dinner, we've got Die of the Dead, Shake It Babies, Shake It.
Shake Your Maracas, but it's actually caskets. Anyway.
And then last message for a slightly higher play count where everyone's going to get involved, but there's enough there to keep people interested and going. So there are games that we think will work really well after Christmas dinner for those people who've played a couple of games, a few games before, and are ready to take the next step after Christmas dinner.
All those games are less than £40.
Not if you put them all in a package.
Oh no, but if you were to purchase them, they're no more than £40.
They're good games as well.
Yeah,
they're games that you'd be happy to have in your collection.
Yeah. So, I think that's everything for that.
I think it is. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and jingle bells.
I think it's called subscribe.
Subscribe, yes it is.
Yeah, but you can give us a little thumbs up because we like that as well. Don't forget, we're also on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Ludus Vulpes.
Thank you so much for your time
everyone.
today.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Stop attacking me.